Hello, my name is Anisha Permatasari. Today I'm gonna talk about exploration teaching. As a teacher, of course, we cannot stop or stuck in one point only. We must keep going, step forward, follow the trend, the latest trend. So our students will feel familiar with it because I believe that our student, their generation must be so different with our generation. So we need to explore our teaching. What kind of questions do I ask when I teaching in the class? Do I ask yes no question? WH questions? What happen if I only ask yes no questions? What are the content of my questions when I asking my students? And then how long I wait after asking a question to get a response? Did they respond my question? Did they respond or answer my question quickly or not? And then what happened when I increase my wait time? What happened when I add a time limit or decrease time given to finish a text? Or what happened if I give no time limit? How do I give instruction in class? How much time does it take? Do all my students know what to do after I give to them the instruction? What are usual seat arrangement in my class? What happens when students sit in different seating arrangements? How often my students speak their native language in class? How do I do if it's happen often? And then what happens when I require students to only speak in English? Will they stop speaking or they continue speak in English? How do I praise my student when they do a great job? What happens when I'm not praising them? I think as a teacher we need to explore ourselves about that, and then we can also in the class I believe we can take a video or voice recorder, so when we at home we can watch the video or listen to the recorder, so we know what part that we need to fix, what part is already good and we can continue to do that, and what part is not right or something that bad thing we do, so we need to stop doing it. We can also explore our teaching by observe other teacher, so we can learn each other. We can learn from each other as a teacher, and that is really important if we talk about exploration teaching. I think that's it. I believe this exploration teaching material is like a reminder for myself and for all of us as a teacher in the future, so we can give our best, we can do our best to transfer a full knowledge to our student, and they can enjoy, they can happy with English as a foreign language especially. Thank you so much. That's all from me. See you again.
Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Yulita Nadila, and now I want to share my opinion about the exploration of teaching. Exploration is the time in the inquiry learning process when students are ready to investigate a challenge that will help them discover certain science concepts and encourage them to ask more questions. The teacher facilitates sharing of successful strategies and provides resources to guide students. The definition of exploration is an investigation or a travel experience. An example of exploration is a deep sea diving journey to find new sea life, an exploring or being explored. Thank you.
Everyone, my name is Anastasia Bano. Today I will talk to you about exploration of teaching. How can teacher explore teaching? Number 1, self-observation. Self-observation is a process of gazing at the self without judgment, leaving thoughts of disapproval and labels of good and bad at the door and watching the full self in its most minuscule movements and grandest feelings with honest awarenesses. It is first and foremost a natural case. The power of self-observation. Knowing yourself series. Self-observation is one practice to help you turn your attention inside yourself and be aware of what you think, feel, and do without judgments. In physiology, it is also considered introspection. Other names for introspective methods include self-report, retrospection, inner perception, and reflection. Teachers have 3 benefits of self-observation. Number 1, increase self-awareness. Developing the habit of observing yourself will help you be more self-aware. This means you recognize not just your strengths and weaknesses, but also your emotions, thoughts, and feelings. This is super important, especially if you are making a decision. Number 2, you understand your emotion. There are a lot of times when we feel something but don't actually know the reason why. by giving yourself a moment to self-observe. You will help yourself understand not just what but also the why of your reactions, feelings, and emotion. Number 3, discover more about yourself. Of course, observing yourself is a great way to get to know yourself better. By self-observation, you will discover things you don't usually notice. For example, you observe yourself that you are always rushing around. That's why you keep misplacing some important things. On teaching through the observation. What are teaching observation? Teacher observation is a formal or informal observation of teaching while it's taking place in a classroom or other learning environment. They are typically conducted by fellow teachers, administrators, or instructional specialists. Teachers teach while collecting some bits of teaching. Teacher use audio tape or videotape. Being an observer engages all of your senses to inspire descriptive details in your writing. Slow down and zoom in the world around you. You learn to use this in your writing to create a rich, multi-layered text that readers can see, smell, hear, and touch. How do you write observation? First, you record your observations of a particular setting or situation. That is, take field notes. Text you interpret those notes according to relevant criteria. Finally, you write an well-organized paper that presents your observation and interpretations, usually with the aim of answering in research questions. Teaching observation. The purpose of a teaching observation and consolation is to help you become a more reflective and intentional teacher. Teaching observation involves seeking feedback from an informed colleague for the purposes of improving one's practice. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lailul Fitria. You can call me Fitri. Now I will talk about exploration of teacher. Focus exploration is the time in the inquiry learning process when students are ready to investigate a challenge that will help to discover certain science concepts and encourage them to ask more questions. The teacher facilitates sharing of successful strategies and provides resources to guide students. As teachers, we have to explore our own teaching through a cyclic process of reflecting and then acting on knowledge gained through reflection. Sometimes, we have to use media like audio tape or videotape. We must analyze this teaching like making source transcripts, taking notes, then appraise teaching and decide on changes in teaching behavior. We should use further exploration questions like we don't need to praise the right disciples and don't blame the wrong ones. You must have a plan and change in teaching. That's all about me. Thank you for your attention and see you next time.